And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Okay, starting off with the river breakup graphic here, we've got a flood watch out for the Buckland River at Buckland for the next few days. In fact, actually through the weekend until early Monday morning for possible flooding due to an ice jam. And again, that's at Buckland there for the next 4 days in that area. Otherwise, the remainder of the rivers here with ice on them, that is, they're all pretty much ice-free here across southern Alaska. But the breakup going on in a pretty orderly fashion with no watches or no other watches and certainly no warnings and no flood advisories. Still have the northern rivers up here, of course, pretty much solid ice, as well as the NOAA River. And moving on to satellite imagery, a weakening front here, bringing actually a pretty strong front yesterday, pushing a lot of moisture up into southern Alaska, really breaking up today though, with a lot of clouds here across southern Alaska and rain diminishing, ending at Kodiak. In fact, ending over the south central Alaska area with some light showers extending westward here out into the northern Bering Sea. More of a westerly flow out here over the Aleutians with mostly cloudy skies and a few showers. And then stronger portion of this front pushing into the Panhandle, bringing light rain across the area during the day today. Otherwise, some pretty good sunshine up there in the central interior from roughly around Nenana or so, all the way up to the Arctic coast on out toward the central Arctic coast there. And pushing this through again, another sunny day here for the Seward Peninsula on up into the Noatak Valley areas, much of the Brooks Range. And again, as I mentioned, on out to the Arctic coast with all the clouds down here over the southern half of the state into the Gulf of Alaska. And the forecast for tonight, this front hung up along the southeast coast there, slowly weakening, keeping it wet there across the entire area, and still some occasional light rain here for the North Gulf Coast. Kenai Peninsula, chance of showers, southern Cook Inlet into Kodiak Island, but generally continuing to diminish for the rain chances there for Kodiak, but look for a few showers lingering, and some showers also up here over the northern Copper River Basin into the Alaska Range. In an area of rain with this weakening low just west of Cape Newenham across the southeast Bering Sea, including the Pribilof Islands. Stays fair here up over the northern interior with light winds all the way to the Arctic coast. And another weak low out here over the Aleutians, bringing some moisture out to areas mostly from Adak westward to Shimei and Attu. And then for tomorrow, light winds over the entire Bering Sea and mostly dry conditions. Just this remnant low here west of the Kuskokwim Bay area, bringing some light rain, fog, drizzle, that sort of thing to the Pribilof Islands. Otherwise, dry for the Aleutian chain with some partial clearing. Same thing for the Alaska Peninsula, northern Bering Sea looking really good. Light winds, clearing for St. Lawrence Island. Mostly sunny over the northern interior again on out to the Arctic coast. Afternoon showers developing here across southern Alaska with partly sunny skies and afternoon showers again over mainly the mountainous terrain. Weak low pressure in the Gulf of Alaska keeps a chance of showers for Kodiak Island, up into the southern Prince William Sound area, Montague Island, eastward to Cordova, chance of some light rain for Yakutat, and kind of cloudy, cool, and showery for the southeast coast. First day of the weekend for the Panhandle, a little bit drier still, partly and mostly cloudy with a few showers left around. Weak trough here in the Gulf with a chance of showers for Prince William Sound. Cloudy with showers, Copper River Basin, afternoon showers, especially for the Talkeetna Mountains and along the Alaska Range. Central interior, northward, dry. Better chance of some moisture now here for the Noatak Valley in toward Ambler and the northern Seward Peninsula, but all on the light side. In fact, all this shower activity here along the mid and lower Yukon River Valley on out to the deltas will be on the light side there. A few scattered isolated showers could get as far south as the eastern Aleutians. Mostly sunny weather in store for most of Bristol Bay, the Alaska Peninsula. Light winds, dry conditions out here over the central Bering Sea down to Adak and Atka. And then more rain with this next front out over the western Aleutians, mostly west of Amchitka Island. And for Sunday, That system just goes to pieces here, breaks into two separate weak lows, one dropping south of the central Aleutians, the other one kind of just staying out over the western Bering Sea. So that leaving the Aleutian chain high and dry here with light winds, light variable winds over the Bering Sea. No significant weather at all occurring out here, just some variable clouds. Risk of some rain and snow showers up here over the northwest part of the state with a weak trough there. Same things, chance of showers here over the southwest part of the state with another weak trough and yet another weak trough. We could see a little bit more in the way of shower activity in the Tanana Valley 40-mile country, maybe some isolated thunderstorms embedded in that shower activity, and then scattered showers here for the Talkeetna Mountains, and showers for Kenai Peninsula, Cook Inlet to Kodiak Island, and less shower activity, kind of a break here for the southeast coast. You could have a mostly dry day, at least in part there for the Panhandle, and next ahead of this next front that's starting to approach the coastline, the south coastline, late in the day. And for lows tonight, in the teens, Arctic coast down to the Brooks Range, and 30s and 40s. Much of the remainder of the state here, including the Aleutians and the Panhandle. And then the highs for tomorrow, 60 to 65 in the central interior areas, in the 50s, south central Alaska, Copper River Basin, upper 40s to lower 50s for the Bristol Bay area, in the 40s for the Aleutians, and in the 20s to lower 30s for the North Slope and Arctic coast, and in the 50s for the southeast coast. Lows on Saturday morning, 15 to 25 now for the Brooks Range out to the Arctic coast, and upper 30s to lower 40s central interior, all in the 40s. Here for the southern part of the state, still in the 30s for the Aleutians and the Bering Sea, and upper 20s for St. Lawrence Island. Highs for Saturday afternoon, a little milder here, 65 to 70 here in the central interior areas. 50s, mid to upper possibly for south central Alaska. 30s to lower 40s for the Brooks Range, and into the 20s finally for the Arctic coast. And for the southeast coast, highs still in the 50s.